Testing. Mike.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And going deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Second and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. The 30, 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jacobs now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 23, Broncos 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 41, Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
2nd down and 3.
A first throw for the backup Haskins.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
But it brings up.
They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing up.
And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Sponge. No.
Now a handoff looking right. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We're back now in KC, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. I won't for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Broncos' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
Back to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they run the option on second down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled. This widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Third down.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. Well,